What's up, fam? Welcome to another edition of God Dreamers. I hope all is well. Boy, I've been meaning to do this, starting up this new season of content. Just been ripping and rolling, and finally had a moment to slow down just for a minute, just to kind of share what's been going on with the podcast. And I'll tell you, creating content is no joke. And I don't know how people do it, but I'm still plugging away. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of share a couple of things what's been going on. Just share what's happening in my life and kind of give you an update of what the next steps are. Yeah, when I first started out this, it was a scripture that came to mind. It was Acts 2:17, and also it's the same version of that in Joel, but it talks about in the last days. And the scripture says this, it says, in the last days it shall be, says God, that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and daughters shall prophesy. Your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Even on my men servants and maid servants I will pour out my spirit in those days, and they shall prophesy. Then I will show wonders in heaven above and signs on the earth below, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun will turn into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and glorious day of the Lord comes. So that was the foundation of God Dreamers. And in particular, just to I wanted to share the lives of ordinary people doing extraordinary things, and talking to people from all areas of life, from public servants to lawyers to entertainers, you name it, just people of faith that are moving and shaking based on what God has called them to do. And it's all, the foundation of it is all about purpose, right? What did God call you to do while you had this short time on this planet? So that was kind of the foundation of why I started God Dreamers way back in 2019. Into 2019, then of course the pandemic came, and I kind of pressed through it. And then a year about 2 years ago, I started working on a documentary, and I mentioned it in one of my episodes. And finally, 2025, we're done. And so I kind of paused on the podcast for a portion of the time period, just to work on that documentary. And I'll probably share a little bit more about it in a future episode. But anyway, that kind of took some time, and so I just had to couldn't manage between family, work, church, all the things that were going on in my life. It was hard to be able to create content while I was working on that. But anyway, that's done, and so I started back starting this year. Started pushing out some episodes. So you've seen probably 6 or so episodes that I pushed out for this year, and I'm working on some more. But yeah, so that's kind of where I have been, and now I guess what the next steps are is, I guess the challenges I've been having with this, one, not being able to create content, and with dealing with YouTube algorithms, it loves fresh content, pretty regularly and consistently, and I know I have not done a great job on that. But anyway, so my views and the number of subscribers has been low, and sometimes that's tough when you think about this, like, I'm maybe not hitting the right chord. Maybe you kind of reassess, so what are you doing, making sure that what your content is vibing with people or resonating with people. And so I've been kind of thinking through that. It's like, okay, do I need to make some shifts, make some changes? So that's kind of what's been on my mind. And of course, like I said, the other challenge too is when you're doing interviews, people are all busy. They all have lives. They all are working. They're doing their thing. And so sometimes scheduling things can be a challenge, especially when you still have a full-time gig. And so that's been a challenge, trying to pull people, get people to be on the podcast, just trying to work out that scheduling. And then the other thing is, just like I said before, life, and stuff's going on, and some things pop up that are unexpected, but yet still you have to keep pushing. So anyway, that's kind of where the last year has been like. But I felt like I wanted to do a few more episodes and see how it goes, and see where the Lord takes it. So, but I've been praying about that. Saying, Lord, is this something that I should be continuing to do, or should I shift gears? Don't have an answer yet, but we'll see. So what's next? I've been rethinking about the format of the podcast. I've been primarily focusing on interviews, and then thinking about maybe bring some historical stories in mind of people that are no longer here, that have done great things, maybe doing some historical things from biblical times all the way up to present times. Then I've also thought about maybe doing some commentary about some of the things that are going on around us. And y'all know it's been a little kind of a roller coaster ride over the last few years, and it seems like it's becoming even more of a roller coaster ride. But I was thinking about doing some commentary, but I wanted to get y'all feedback. What do y'all think? What are some of the things that you're interested in hearing more about on the podcast, and maybe some criticism as far as what needs to improve? All ears and all eyes to hear what you have to say. So anyway, I'm hoping to do some of those things. So if you see the content shifting a little bit, that's where I'm heading. And we'll play by ear and see how things go over the next few months, and decide from there whether or not I keep doing it or not. But like I said, this content creation is no joke. But I see people excelling at it at all times. So there is a way to do it. I'll just continue to press on and keep moving based on what I have before me. So anyway, just want to kind of share that about what's going on with God Dreamers. Love to hear your feedback. I love to hear your comments about the podcast. Like I said before, where I can improve, or some things that you'd like to hear or talk about or discuss. And we'll go from there. So until next time, may God bless you, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. Take care.